Hello everyone, welcome back again to Sarifki channel. Today we are going to discuss about number, time, distance, size and dimension. For the verse we talk about the number, and when we discuss about the number there are two kinds of number here. The first is we learn about the cardinal numbers, and the second one is the ordinal numbers and that. Look at here, when we discuss about the cardinal number, take a look at the example here. Yeah, you may find out this one, how you mention it, 379, 5084, 2,550,000, 3 billion, 2,860, 470,000. Look at here, there is no plurals after 100, 1,000, million, billion when they are part of a number. On their own, they can be plural, thousands of people, millions of insects. Here, don't you put 3 billion using S, 2 million using S, don't put it. Yeah, because no plural after 100,000, million and billion. Okay. Second one, ordinal numbers and that. One of the problems with that is we write them and say them in a different way. We write 4 January or 4th January, but when you say the 4th of January or January the 4th, remember, you write here 4 January or 4th January here, but when you say it or when you pronounce it, the 4th of January, it is like a British, and January the 4th, it is an American. And also here, when you write 21 May, 21st May, but when you say the 21st of May or May the 21st, year, for the year 1997, 1905 or 1905. See here, for number there is a fraction and decimals. You are able to mention 1 1/4, 1 1/2, 1 3/4, 1 1/3, 1.25, 1.5, 1.75 and 1.33. For percentages, you are able to mention 26%. More than 50% is the majority. Less than 50% is the minority. Okay, percentage. For arithmetic, there are 4 basic processes for working out or calculating a problem. The symbol for the left side here, how you pronounce it. Look at here. Addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. Example, 6 plus 4 equal 10. Or you are able to mention 6 and 4 is 10. For subtraction, example, 6 minus 4 equal 2, or 6 minus 4 is 2. For multiplication, 6 times 4 equal 24, or 6 multiplied by 4 is 24. For division, 4 divided by 2 equals 2, or 4 divided by 2 is 2. So you are able to use here. Next, saying O or 0 or no. This can be spoken in different ways in different contexts. When you mention using the telephone number, you are able to say 603 and here 724. But for American English, you are able to say 603 724. Repeat again. When you mention or saying telephone number 603 724, it is for a British. But for the American English, you are able to mention 603 724. Okay. For mathematics, note 0.7 or 6.02. For the temperature, you are able to mention 10 degrees below zero or minus 10 degrees. For the matches, football 2-0, tennis 40 love. G. Talking about numbers. Here are several useful words and expressions connected with the number. Look at here. The streets have got odd numbers. Example, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, and so on. And on the left, and even numbers 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 on the right. I got 16 out of 20 in our last test. I got 16 out of 20 in our last test. Okay, here. Try to complete your exercise for your exercise number. I provided 6 number, and please repeat again if you still do not understand. Okay, move. Time. We discuss about the time. When you're connecting the time, you need the prepositions at, on, and in different usage. When you want to use the at, it is for the specific time. Example, at 8 o'clock, at 3:30, at midnight. It is for specific time. And when there is a preposition on, it must be preceded by day, by that. Example, on Monday, on July the 14th, on the second day. But for the period time, you are able to use the preposition in. Example, in the morning, in the evening, in the night, in April, in 1995. In period time, month, and only year. But for that, using on July the 14th. If preceded by month only and years only, followed by in. Important exceptions are at Christmas, at Easter, at the weekend, at night. It is like the exception here. Word often confused. Okay, look at this one first. Sometimes prepositions are easily confused. There are common problems. For example, like, I will stay here until she pawns. I will go after she has pawned. I will be in the office until 4 o'clock. I will leave the office at 4 o'clock. I will be in the office by 4 o'clock. I will arrive at the office not later than 4 o'clock. I'll be back home by lunchtime. I will arrive home not later than lunchtime. I've worked in this office for 6 months for a period of time. I've worked in this office since May, since a point in the time. You got it? For is a period of time, and for the since, a point in time. Okay, I worked for a newspaper during the war 1990, the summer. This tells you when. But I worked for a newspaper for 4 years or 6 months. This tells you how long. Not I worked for the newspaper during 4 years. It is false. Remember, during a period may mean a part of the period or the whole period. Example, during the war can mean part of the war, the whole war. The context usually makes it clear, but if we want to stress or emphasize that an action occupied the whole period, we often use throughout. Example, in rain throughout the night. It didn't stop raining. I'm going back to Spain in 10 days time. 10 days from now. We arranged our next meeting for April the 7th. To be on April the 7th. Okay, approximate times past and future. I've known my dentist for age. For a long time, but I haven't been for a checkup recently. Or, but I haven't been for a checkup lately. Example, in the last few months. I haven't seen Tom recently. Example, in the last few weeks. Okay. I used to go to Australian dentist, but that was a long time ago. Example, 5 to 10 years ago. Yeah, using used to was a long time ago. It is past. My sister went to the dentist the other day. Using when? A few days ago. This dictionary will be okay for the time being, for now or until I need a better one. Okay, for the periods of time. There are 60 seconds in a minute, 60 minutes in an hour, 24 hours in a day, 7 days in a week, 2 weeks in a fortnight, 52 weeks in a year, 10 years in a decade, 10 years in a century. Okay, remember, when the period of time, 60 seconds in minute, 60 minutes in hour, 24 hours in a day, 7 days in a week, 2 weeks in a fortnight, 52 weeks in a year, 10 years in decade, 100 years in a century. The time passing take and last. My English course lasts 10 weeks. It continues for 10 weeks. And how long does the film last? How long is it film the beginning to the end? It takes me, I need, half an hour to get to school. Time passing or take. We can work, but it will take, will need a long time. We can work, but it will take 5 years. No, we can work, but it will take 5 minutes. So we will need 5 minutes. Okay, we'll need a long time. Okay, the second exercise, please you try to complete using at, on, or in. Okay, you capture first. Okay, move. We continue to the distance, size, and dimension. Distance first. The most common way of asking about distance is probably how far is it? Here are two more common questions and some expressions often used in the reply. Is it a long way? Is it very far? Is it a long way? Is it very far? Okay. We can use far in a question or negative, but not in a positive statement on its own. Example, we don't say it's far, but we say it is a long way. But we can say it's too far to walk. Remember, is it a long way? No, just around the corner. A couple of minutes walk. Equal with the very near. Or, is it a long way? Yeah, quite long away. Yeah, over a mile. It is like far. Is it far away? No, not far. No, about 5 or 10 minutes walk, quite near. Is it very far? Yes, it is a long way. Yes, it's miles. Yes, it's too far to walk. Example, remember, we don't say it's far, but we say it's a long way. We can say it's too far to walk. Okay, next, size and dimension. Here for length, width, height, width, length, deep end, depth, shallow end. We can describe size using the nouns above or the adjective form from them, like this: what's the length, what's the width, what's the height, what's the depth, or what's the size of, or how long, how wide, how high, how tall, how deep, and how big is. Not. We generally use tall to describe people, trees and buildings, and high to describe mountains. We also say high-rise building. Notice also that in the answer to these questions, an adjective followed the measurement. The gadek is about 10 meters wide. The wide is about 10 meters. Here, you are able to use noun, length, width, height, depth, size. It is what's the noun. But you are able to follow by adjective, long, wide, high, tall, deep, and big. How long is, how wide is, how high is, how tall is, or what's the length of, what's the width of, what's the height of, what's the depth of, what size of. Okay, next. Size in people and things. We use different words to describe the size of people and things. A tall girl not equal a short girl. A fat person not equal a thin person. Let's discuss after this. A long book equal many pages, not equal a short book. A deep lake equal many meters, but not equal a shallow lake. A thick book not equal a thin book. A wide road not equal a narrow road. We can use big or large to describe size in English, but not great. For English speaking people, great, informal, fantastic. But we can use great before big to say that something is very big. Example, I saw a great big dog in the park. But don't you say it is a great dog. You are able to say it is a big dog. If you want to ask about size in clothes, you say what size are you, or what size shoes do you take. If you don't know, then you need someone to measure. Okay, last exercise. Think about the room or place you are in now and answer these questions using some of the expressions from the opposite page. Like, how far is it to the nearest shop? Or where is it to a bank? Is it very far to the nearest bus stop? Is it very far to a post office? Is it a long way to the nearest swimming pool? Is it a long way to the next big town? How far is the nearest railway station? And the last is it far to the center of town? If possible, ask someone else the same question and compare your answers. Okay? I think that's all our discussion talking about number, time, distance, size, and dimensions. I also provide you 3 exercises for each explanations. If you still confused, please you give a comment on my YouTube comment. If it is useful for you all, don't forget you like, share to others, and subscribe my YouTube channel. See you for the next material. Thank you.